Hi, this is Adrienne. Today we're going to talk about fractions. Fractions represent parts of a whole number. We have some terms related to fractions that are important to know. Numerator is the top number of the fraction. Denominator is the bottom number. The numerator represents the number of parts that we have or the number of parts that we're talking about, while the denominator represents the whole or the number of parts in one whole unit. So let's look at some examples of fractions. Here we have a figure that shows 1/4. We have one part shaded out of 4 parts in this unit. So our fraction is here 1/4. Here's another example. This figure shows a fraction that is more than 1. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts shaded. So 5 is our numerator, and our denominator is 4 because we have 4 parts in one unit. Or another way of looking at this is that it is one whole unit and 1/4, the mixed number 1 and 1/4. We'll talk more about mixed numbers later. There are some important concepts to know with fractions. The first one is any number over itself equals the whole number 1. So for example, here we have a tray of brownies. Here we have one whole tray. Here we have 2 halves, 4/4, and 16/16. And in all of these cases, we still have one whole tray of brownies. So it doesn't matter how many pieces the tray is cut into, it's still one whole tray. So any number over itself equals the whole number 1. Next, anytime we have 0 over any number, it equals 0. So it doesn't matter how many parts we originally had. If there's nothing left in the tray of brownies, then there's nothing left. We have 0. So 0 over 1, 0 over 2, 0 over 4, 0 over any number equals 0. Our next concept is any number over 1 equals that whole number. So for example, if we have 3 over 1, that equals 3. 1, 2, 3 whole units. Or if we have 5 over 1, that equals 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 whole units or 5 whole pans of brownies. Lastly, I just want to point out that we cannot have a fraction with 0 as a denominator. We say that this type of fraction is not defined. It doesn't make mathematical sense because if something exists, we cannot divide it into 0 pieces. So all of these concepts are important related to fractions.